Hello. Right now is almost 3 o'clock. Oh wow! It's super nice outside. It's 70 outside, and I let the kids go play outside, and I'm gonna let them play for half an hour. Actually, they have been playing for half an hour, and I have been with my daughter doing some martial art practicing for her, and it's just beautiful outside. So she decided to go out, and I was like, you know what? Why don't I just let them have another 30 minutes? And I will do this for 30 minutes, and then we're gonna come back and do another two subjects: history and loop studying, and we're gonna be done for the day before they go to their martial art class. So let me put the timer on. It's 30 minutes. And one topic I want to talk today is consistency, because last night my son kind of mad, and I was like, why is that? And he was like, Mom, I haven't seen you doing your thing. And I was like, what do you mean? Like doing your piano and practicing? I haven't seen you practice. It's like, I practice when you are not around. I'm practicing when you're not home. And he was kind of mad. I was like, I want to see you. I want to see you practice. I wanted to practice. And then I say, okay, calm down. I'm practicing. I'm doing it. I just doing it when I have time. And that's when I wanted to put you down to sleep. I want to spend time with you before you go to sleep. And I want to spend time with Hannah so that, we gonna put you down to like normal schedule. And he was like, okay, he understand, but he kind of felt uncomfortable. And I think because I messed up his routine, I'm changing my routine. He changing and messing up with his routine, which mean when I'm doing it down here, he watching me and he reading his book. It's comforting him. I just recognize, like, oh wow, I just create a routine and habit for him that, and then now I'm changing it, and he not expecting me when I'm sitting there when he reading his book before bedtime. So I'm changing his schedule. I'm changing his routine, and it's kind of upset to him. It's understandable. At the same time, he was expecting me doing something, and that's another thing that it's kind of nice that I create the habit and they get into the routine so fast. And the same thing with my daughter yesterday. She was like, Mommy, you haven't done your piano for today at all. After, yes, last night you did not do it, and tonight you're not doing it. And I'm like, I already did. So both of my kids, after 70 something days, my both of my kids got used to the schedule, and they expecting me doing this. It's not, and now they are my accountable. They're accountable for me. They're the one reminding me. So you know what? If you don't have anyone to be accountable for you, you can communicate with your daughter and your son. Eventually, they will be accountable for you. I don't think husband can do the better job than your children. So husband and wife are easy with each other, and we sometimes forgot and we just don't care. But kids are different. Kids can be your best accountable people or not. I just figured out that last night. It's just so awesome. I did not know that. But at the same time, that consistency. The reason why they rhyme into that mode is consistency. They already, after 30 days, after 60 days, they are in that routine, in that schedule, and they expecting something. They get used to it, and that's what I want to send the message here is being consistent is so important. Being consistent is the key of everything, especially coming to homeschooling, parenting, or create a new habit for someone, especially for kids. It's not 21 day. I don't believe in 21 day. It take longer because it depends on the person, personality, and mindset and the skill set. If you already have something, create the habit all the time, challenge yourself all the time, you get used to the schedule, you get used to create a new habit. Yes, in 21 days you can, but for the long-lasting one, it's not 21 days. It's longer than that. Even though 60 day, 90 day, I don't believe that either. it's easy to break after, I had to go after a year. But to able to get you to the new habit and routine, being consistent for 60, 70 days and 90 days is the best timing. It's the best timing. And I have example to like for you today that my kids keep reminding me for the past couple of nights, reminding me that I haven't been practicing piano because they don't hear me practice. They saw me spend time to put them to bed before the bedtime. So they asking question. So right now, I want to use this as an example. When I give them time to play outside right now, I communicate with my boy and I say, why don't you guys play outside for half an hour? Let mommy do, I'm doing my piano while you're playing for 30 minutes. So I hope he can hear me and hopefully he can be flexible with me and communicate with me in a different way. But at the same time, that I want him to know that I haven't been stopping. I not stop at all. I still have been doing it daily. It's just that he doesn't, I just do it when he's not around. That I am still being consistent because what message I try to send it to them is I'm being consistent and I'm being self-disciplined and I'm stay focused when I'm doing it. So those are three messages I would try to send it to them. And the message I want to send it to you today and share with you is that, being consistent is so important. It's super, super important, especially in parenting. I figured this out. Actually, it just hit me last year. That's so hard that it's, like being consistent is everything. But especially with young kids and be with the ADHD kids, like the message you send, it had to be consistent and you have to do that in daily basics. It's like you cannot change your message all over the places, and it's less expectations. And actually, yes. At the same time, the reason why my kids remember this is because they know what to expect, and that is another thing that we should look at like this, right? They know what to expect when they are in a habit and routine, they know what to expect. It's easier for them to behave. So I just being consistent. If you have the ADHD kids, you don't know what to do. And I think the number one key that the parent had to be consistent because it give them the guidance, give them the routine, they know what to expect for themselves. That is the first thing, number one, if you want to know how to deal with ADHD or you want to create the new habit for yourself, for anyone, be consistent. All right, so let's practice for 15 minutes. I'm practicing them better now. And actually, this is a simple song. And I'm feeling better. Actually, it's finished faster than I thought. So, there's okay, right here is the C, 3, C, 3 on C. One and two and one and two and one and two, one and two and one and two and two and one and two and 1, 2. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and 1, 1 and 2 and 1 and 1 and 2 and 1 2 1 and 2 and 1 2. One and two, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2. Do you want to? Okay, wrong note, wrong note. Okay, do it again. 1, 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and 1, 1 and 2 and 1 and 1 and 2 and 1 2. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 2. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 2. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 2. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 2. 1 and 2 and 1 2. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 2. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. 1 and 2. 1 and 2 and 1 2. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 2. 1 and 2 and 1. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 2. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 1 2. 1 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. 1 2 3 4. 1 1 2. 1 and 2. All right, I'm just practicing new song without learning from instructors, so it's just slowing. It's okay, it's good. That's how we do. Like the first couple of days of practice the new song is always difficult and it's not easy. So, all right, I hope you have a wonderful time practicing your stuff or doing your thing and have a wonderful day. It's beautiful and warm outside here today. So I hope to see you tomorrow, anytime. Hopefully I know when I'm gonna be on time. But anyway, so we're gonna keep doing this until I figure this out. What is the best schedule for me to be stick with and how I'm gonna do it. The same thing with you, but be consistent no matter be at night, in the afternoon, or early in the morning. As long as you know your schedule, as long as you know your day, and just go with it. Just don't break your practice. Whatever the practice is it good? Actually, I like the way I'm doing it now, especially during the day. It take a break. Like it's give me a break of doing thing, and I'm forcing myself to go to do this during the day. That when I'm practice and relax, I come back with my kids. It's a new mind. It's new mindset. It's new. It's fresh, and it's much easier that way. Anyway, so I hope you have a wonderful day. I will see you sometime tomorrow.